up, guys? This is the AFK Company back at it with another podcast, Take That L. And this week, we just want to touch upon a little bit of what we talked 2 weeks ago, which is about Game of the Year. And yeah, let's kick her off.
All right, cool. Good to see you guys. Guess the Game of the Year awards went a little different for some people. I definitely thought God of War was going to take the number one spot with winning, I think it was 5 awards for everything, and Elden Ring just kind of took the Game of the Year but didn't really do much on the other award topics. So I don't know what you guys think about that, or if maybe Horizon Forbidden West was going to take the number one spot. I know many really thought that was going to happen, but yeah.
I have no comment, really. They didn't win anything. I'm looking through the list here. No winners in any category. All 31.
But we do have Stray winning Best Indie Game, so that was something that was pretty
Yeah.
That's dope. That's really dope.
I agree.
Wait, how does that work? So do people vote online?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
there's like 31 different categories that people could vote for.
Gotcha. I didn't know if it was like a committee of just like 10 people voting, but
No, this ain't the Oscars.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I wish you could see like a percentage here.
I know. I wish they ranked them like they showed like 1 through 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Elden Ring beat God of War by 0.03%. For the
I was
number
actually
one.
kind of surprised. I was assuming that Elden Ring had that diehard fan base, but I honestly didn't think it was going to win Game of the Year just because, like, God of War, people love that type of story game, and it's like I watched through the whole thing on YouTube and it was amazing. And I
It
was like,
won
this
Best
is for
Narrative.
sure. Yeah. But like you'd think that all the people that watched it would be like, oh yeah, that's Game of the Year material.
So I guess one question is, was Elden Ring in the action adventure category as well? Because didn't it win best action adventure game?
Actually, God of War did.
That's what I'm saying. Was Elden Ring alongside of it?
I'm not sure.
That's my question. Is like, did it win
Because
against?
I have the list of what God of War won for awards in particular. They won Best Narrative, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Action Adventure Game, Best Innovation and Accessibility, and Christopher Judge, who does the voice acting and everything for Kratos, won Best Performance Award. So that's why I thought it was kind of funny how God of War takes that by storm and didn't come close. Well, I mean, it was close, but it didn't take the top spot, so my take on it, yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, but I think that a lot of the Elden Ring players were just like, okay, guys, let's storm together, vote for Game of the Year, and just avoid all the other categories. They don't care what other. It's only Game of the Year. That's it.
Okay, so Elden Ring wasn't nominated as an action adventure game. It was just God of War, pretty much just versus Horizon Forbidden West, and Stray, The Plague Tale, and then Tunic. So I was my thought was like, wait, was Elden Ring nominated as an action adventure game? God of War beat it there, but then didn't win Game of the Year. Like that was my
Do you think? Do you guys think that DLC coming out last minute kind of helped push through for the win?
I feel like that was
pretty close.
Late.
It was pretty close to the deadline, but I mean, I don't know.
It was 2 days before, but I'm pretty sure votes were still eligible at that point. Right?
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know because I mean, people couldn't really play it necessarily up until it, but I mean, maybe rumors of it and them producing it kind of helped drive the force towards it. But
what did it even add to the game? The DLC for Elden Ring.
So, like, just basic PvP content updates where you could duel in Colosseums. Nothing. It was nothing too crazy, but it was like something that people have been waiting for.
For sure. That was like months after it was released, so I feel like I don't know.
Wasn't that game released in like, what was it, March or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I know it was in
A while ago
springtime.
now, yeah.
yeah, but another thing I want to touch on for Game Awards is that we got to announce some new and not ready to release games, but they're coming out soon. I know Tusha in particular is excited about Hades 2. I know Lords of the Fallen looked pretty good. Excited for that. Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Remnant 2 were both a couple games that I'm looking forward to coming out. So I don't know if you guys had anything in particular you're waiting for.
Huh? the Star Wars game is like what I'm super excited for. I loved Fallen Order. Like that was such a good single player playthrough. And like the combat was really good. So I'm excited for a follow up to that, especially how the first one ended. I won't spoil it for anybody, but it was fantastic ending.
Yeah, the trailers for him did look pretty good, and then I'm pretty excited for it. The Lords of the Fallen, I hope goes in the right direction because it does look like it's going to be a very cool game. Aside from that, not too excited about anything else, but those couple titles right there are kind of keeping me going for it.
It's funny because after the release of Hades 2, I actually went back and started playing more Hades because I haven't beat the game yet.
Neither have I, man. But I'm way farther than you were at the time. Like in the amount of
Yeah, you are. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
10 like trials to get to Hades, and you're on like what?
it's like
70?
40 something. It was like something insane. But yeah, I was at the shop and they were like super dead, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna start playing Hades again. So I'm just sitting there on my Switch playing Hades. People are walking in like, oh, what are you playing? Scarlet and Violet? I'm like, no.
No.
I'm not playing Pokemon.
Oh, I heard there were problems with that game. Is there a lot of issues like graphically and bug wise?
It's just the bugs that people are encountering. I've heard from talked to one of my other friends who was saying that the game itself is cool. It's just kind of buggy. Like they didn't fully go over it and test it before they released it. Kind of a not under-release, but it wasn't necessarily a finished product before they sent it out there with having bugs and everything in it. So I mean, it's not a huge problem for people, but it's just something that's kind of putting a damper on it.
So just
man,
like every
that's
other AAA
interesting-
game.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting trend that seems to be happening.
I know, right?
Every game
It's
release.
ridiculous. That's why, with especially games like Hogwarts Legacy, how that thing's been pushed back a handful of times. I can't even remember. The thing was probably supposed to come up beginning of this year, and I mean now we actually have a release date is February 10th. Who knows if that's even when it's going to come out? But there's been a lot of controversy on each time they release an update. People are like, okay, what the hell is this shit? I don't want to do this. And then they release one. It's like, okay, it's getting better. It's like, how much are these companies just listening to their fans and kind of working around that, or are they just pushing out to meet a deadline and then releasing it?
I mean, same thing
Kind of
happened
like
with
how
NCAA for EA. Like they pushed that a full year. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at it the way that's like, okay, they're pushing it because they know it's not done and they don't want to release a finished product. But at the same time, like these studios have released unfinished products, so it's like, are we actually going to get a finished product by waiting, another few months, or is it just going to be another shit release that nobody's?
Just
It
like,
really
it reminds me of
is.
Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Did that get delayed a ton? Oh yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, man. They've been teasing that game for 10 years now.
Like Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6.
GTA 6, all that
What's
shit.
the new
Yeah.
release date for that? It's like April
Starfield,
19th.
I know they're working on top of everything else. They want to get that released first
I don't even know
before
what
they
that
start
is.
working on Elder Scrolls 6. It's like a galactic, it's RPG, isn't it? I believe.
Starfield?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like Skyrim but in space.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I haven't even played that before.
And it's an Xbox
Never heard of it.
exclusive.
Oh,
so-
Xbox exclusive.
Oh, it's Xbox exclusive. Oh, well, that's why I don't play it. Okay.
It's
Well, it's
made
not
by
out yet, is
Bethesda?
Yeah, it's not out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's-
like Skyrim, but
It's their big project before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
yes.
Yeah, they should just
In,
ignore
like,
that
10
and
more
just do
years.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, that Elder Scrolls trailer that they released at the, I think it was the Microsoft game. It was some type of gaming event that they had. That was almost like 6 years ago now. Let me look it up here.
I mean, isn't it supposed to come out in like
Months ago.
2027 or some shit? Like, it's
Yeah.
not even close. So how did they release a trailer 12 years before the game comes out?
Jesus Christ.
That was
Avatar.
before Bethesda got bought out by Microsoft.
Microsoft, yeah. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
And
So
we've seen how slow Microsoft is in putting out Minecraft updates.
they released the official announcement teaser for Elder Scrolls 6 in mid-year of 2018.
Jeez.
So we're going on for almost coming up this year of just the trailer, and there's no update. whatsoever.
But yeah, they leaked that it was supposed to come out in 2027 or something like that. Like
Jesus
that was
Hard.
the leak.
Christ.
Guys, it just works, guys. It just works.
Yeah, E3 2018 is when they released it. And I guess, well, E3 got canceled, didn't it? Because of COVID and everything
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Got canceled again this year. Yeah, it was just like a few weeks before the event, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
One of the worst parts about all these games being unfinished is I feel bad for the developers and animators and stuff, because a lot of the time it's not even their fault that it's getting released not finished.
Yeah, it's something like
Management saying, "Hey, meet this deadline," even no matter what.
In movies too, you guys have heard all the stuff about like Marvel animators getting treated like shit.
Yeah.
And I think, and same thing with like CD Projekt Red and Blizzard have all these allegations against them, where there's just so much crap going on at the office that it's impossible for these developers to even get their jobs done. It's like imagine you go work for your dream company, like you're like, oh dude, I played all these Blizzard games when I was younger, and then you get there and the work environment's like just the worst.
I mean, you always see those things online, like those memes of like all the developers, and they have like a fucking 12-pack of Red Bull like taped to their chest, so they have easy access to energy.
Oh my god!
They like going to war with Red Bull on their chest. So it's.
I heard the Avatar movies having the same issues, where the animators are treated like dog.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
I'm
movie's
curious,
just
yeah,
so intensive, like with the graphics. I heard that they already filmed the third one, and then half of the fourth one.
Huh?
So
They
like,
were-
James
what?
Cameron is like, yeah, James Cameron is like trying to push these out ASAP,
Damn.
which is kind of fucking crazy to think about. Like, what if this one doesn't do well, and like, how is he gonna fund the rest of the movies? You know?
It's like, guy, the steam of those movies lost their hype like 5 years ago.
It's been like 11 years since its first release. Like, what the?
When it did come out, it was like ahead of its time in CGI and how well everything was just graphically laid out. It was a beautiful movie,
Right,
and
yeah.
the budget for that was insane. I'm pretty
This
sure
one,
if I remember.
it's a $2 billion movie for Avatar 2. They need to make $2 billion in order to break even. It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jesus.
You'd be the fifth highest grossing movie to be successful. Like, what the fuck?
I think it's gonna happen.
No.
That's the funny
I
thing.
hope they do a
think-
good job.
I think it's gonna get close, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or do I feel like half of these things are money laundering schemes?
No, they're not money laundering schemes. They're Fortune 500 companies.
Dude, some of these terrible movies that are so bad, there's no way they're not laundering money. That's the best
theoretically
way.
they could. Theoretically they could be, but you don't launder money through a Fortune 500 company.
Or they do it through famous art and stuff. I don't see why they wouldn't do it through other forms of media.
Because they have to do public reporting.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
And the CEOs are
They can hide it.
legally like, well, sure they can. Like, there's been cases where they do that shit, but it's just way less common nowadays. Because like back in the late '90s, they had like a bunch of legislation to stop them, like to make executives accountable for their financial statements and shit.
Yeah, I had to pay $5 million to get this VFX artist his Red Bull cans. Definitely no money disappearing there.
I mean, that's like the FTX thing,
Yeah,
where they bought like millions of dollars in real estates for their employees. Like as the business was
they
going,
had to buy little apartment buildings for their VFX artists. There you go.
yeah. And it
They're
could
actually just
happen,
sleeping
but-
in the office in like tents.
Yeah. They're charging rent. They're charging rent for them to sleep in their office.
Dude, I heard that Blizzard employees were literally sleeping at the office in like bedrolls and stuff for like multiple weeks on end.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Really?
Because they like work too much that they have to
Yeah,
sleep.
because their deadlines are so strict and severe that they have to.
God.
I
work
get
over.
that for like launch day. Like when you're launching a game at midnight or something like that and you want like everybody to stay at the office for like a big launch event. Like I get that like company culture thing, but like, you know, having people stay weeks on end and sleeping in the
Yeah,
office.
Jesus Christ.
Holy smokes!
Dude, they're pushing them
yeah,
through
once
that
you guys
much.
up at
Just
6.
yeah, they're pushing them through all that just so they can change the time of day on the Overwatch maps.
And their entire community hate the game that they just made.
Yeah.
But
No wonder Kaplan left as the developer. He's like, I'm not staying for this absolute train wreck. He saw it coming.
Well, okay, so I mean, with that, you do have Microsoft is really pushing this Blizzard Activision deal as of recent to acquire Modern Warfare and the whole series and everything. So I don't know, do you think any of that would change with buying it? Or what are your guys' thoughts on Microsoft buying out the whole Activision Blizzard franchise and doing Call of Duty?
that sounds awful and didn't happen.
Yeah, is it just Call of Duty that they're buying, or the entirety of Activision Blizzard?
I believe it's Activision Blizzard.
Well, that encompasses Call of Duty and things like Diablo and Overwatch. Is it everything?
There's no way they let that go through. That's definitely got to trigger some antitrust laws. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus.
I heard that they were letting other things slide that were way worse, like Disney acquiring Fox and stuff. That's what I've seen a lot of comments talking about it. It's like, why would you let that go through, but then stop Bethesda or Activision Blizzard's purchase? Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, but
okay, so
there's other large competing entertainment brands. Like, you have like Warner Brothers, you have Sony, you have like other like major players in this space. Sure, Disney's the biggest, but I don't think we're seeing anybody acquire development teams and like game development teams like Microsoft is in the gaming space.
Yeah, so I have the details on, I mean, some of the details. I know it's still pending because Sony is really pissed off because they're like, yeah, you can't just buy COD and make it an Xbox exclusive.
Right, that's
but
what I was gonna
Microsoft's
say.
like, yeah, we'll let it be on any console for 10 years. And then after that, they're
Yeah, I read
gonna...
What?
That was so messed
It's
up.
not clear. And then they have in the contract that now they're proposing that they could have it with PlayStation Plus, kind of like Xbox has their Game Pass. But so to answer your question, Connor, so they're intending to acquire Activision and Blizzard for around $70 billion. And it's expected to
Jesus.
close by this spring. So Microsoft would own Activision, Blizzard Entertainment, and King under the Xbox Game Studios brand. So that would give them Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Warcraft, Diablo, Overwatch, all of that.
Damn,
if it's
dude.
approved.
Yeah,
So
see,
they
this
would
never
have
would have happened
all of
either.
it.
This never would have happened 10 years ago when Blizzard was actually a respected company and wasn't paired with Activision. They have dragged themselves through the mud so much that Microsoft
Yeah.
just came in and scooped it up at deals and deals of prices.
But I mean, how much can Microsoft really control? Is that going to just be such a monopoly where the games for each department? So you have the Overwatch department, now you have Bethesda, and then you have Activision, then you have Blizzard. Are these departments just going to be?
You'd hope that they keep the teams and they're not just acquiring the IP and
Yeah.
like the.
No, I say
Yeah,
get
but
rid
I
of
mean,
the
do you think
teams.
What's up?
I say get rid of the teams. They've done an awful job.
Okay. You know how bad they're going to be if Microsoft has to rehire all the teams for every Activision
It
Blizzard
legitimately
game?
cannot be worse.
Oh, it can definitely be worse. I can
Yeah.
promise
I
you it
would
can be
take the
worse.
2-man developer team taking 10 years to start updating all their games rather than what they're doing now. Did you ever see Warcraft 3 Reforged? They
No.
took an 11-year-old game and made it worse. Look it up. That was
Again.
it was one of the horribly reviewed games of all time because of what Activision Blizzard did to it. And it's an 11-year-old
I'm
game.
not saying they can't F it up. I'm saying that it can be worse by just firing the entire team.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
if
guess
you do that,
the key thing is make sure you keep the developers, not necessarily you can rehire the management and shit like that leads the project and the game decisions that actually end up happening.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. A 20-year-old game that they made worse. A game that I played on my dad's old brick of a computer when I was 8 years old. They made worse with their development team. If you can do that, then I don't trust you to do any of these other AAA product games.
Well, I don't trust them to do shit either, but matter of fact is they're going to be. So it's okay, either do you trust them to rehire an entire team or do you make the best of what you got?
I mean, I'm assuming they did something similar with Minecraft. Like they kept a core team and then they brought on a lot of their own people.
Microsoft has
I was gonna bring up Minecraft, and it's like, has that changed
Mojang
ever
Studios.
since Microsoft bought it out? Like, I mean, yeah, they're releasing updates less and less, but I mean, Minecraft is still Minecraft. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
they improve on it. There's no detriment. It's just slow. Imagine if they remade Pac-Man and made it worse.
Instead of just updating the original.
yeah.
Dude, I'm
How do you
really
not-
excited to play Call of Duty on launch day in like 4 years, and it doesn't even boot up anymore. It's just you get error messages when you try to boot up the
You have to
game.
buy an Xbox in order to play Call of Duty now.
You have to buy an Xbox
Well,
to play it
okay.
on PC.
So Microsoft has the deal with PC. So with the whole Microsoft kind of in tangent doing the whole Xbox Game Pass and everything working on PC, it's just going to be Xbox and PC exclusive.
Still dumb.
I still hate
So
it.
it'll still be
dumb.
between the
Still
two,
dumb.
but because you can get Xbox Game Pass and everything on your computer through the Microsoft Store and everything, so it's still tied to Microsoft.
I guess,
But it's
yeah.
still everything in the Microsoft Store. When I look at it, the reviews are shit, and they're like, "Yeah, this launcher is absolute shit. Anything from Microsoft doesn't
Saying
work."
I'd have to pay a monthly subscription to play their games.
I don't
like Call
know
of Duty?
about subscription fees.
Yeah, do
I
like
will
PlayStation
always
Plus.
be in. I will always be
I'm
in
not.
favor of less.
I will
exclusivity.
not.
Dude, I hate subscriptions.
Well, I'd assume if it's on. I would
with video
assume if it's
games.
on. If they're putting it on Steam for PC players, then you wouldn't have to deal with that. But if they're making
Yeah.
you get like Xbox Game Pass in order to play the game on PC,
Yeah, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not
no.
doing that.
nope.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that. They're gonna lose
No,
I'm not
out.
paying.
dude,
I'm not
that's
paying
stupid.
$60 a year. I'm not paying $60 a year in addition to $70 for the game to play.
Yeah, exactly.
To play Call of Duty. No shot.
They're gonna lose a lot of customers.
100%.
Are they that
Yeah.
stupid? I think I could go either way with if they're going to do something that dumb, because they are very money hungry, and I think that doesn't really stop them from doing something so fucking stupid. But who knows? I just saw an article on it today that they were proposing to put Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus. So everybody, it seems like, is on board except for Sony, which I completely agree with. Because
You know what
Microsoft
baffles
just
me?
keeps buying out these companies.
I mean, I guess it's not a big. It's not a big deal if it's on PlayStation Plus because you would need PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter. You just wouldn't be able to play the campaign unless you like, which nobody buys Call of
I
Duty campaign.
don't know how it's going to work
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah, you know what baffles me is they keep making these games too quickly and they end up being really bad. And yes, they make money. But they are just hemorrhaging money in the long run because fans don't want to buy their games anymore. I feel like their business sense just went out the window when they forgot about business reputation.
yeah, I
well,
don't buy
it's-
CODs anymore.
I feel like so Call of Duty they did like have a downswing like between like Black Ops
A
3,
very
Black
big
Ops 4,
downswing.
Vanguard, like Cold War, like they had some downswing in some games, but then they had Modern Warfare from I think it was 2019, and that game hit because it was actually really good. So that kind of brought the trust back up for Modern Warfare 2, and I feel like they fucking lost it again with Modern Warfare
Yeah,
2 because everyone's
exactly. Like,
furious.
All these companies have to be losing money. But like
No,
they
they don't
show
have to be.
positives in the quarterly and they say like, okay, let's release that next one half baked too.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this list of CODs, and it's like Advanced Warfare was awful, Infinite Warfare was awful, Black Ops 3 was okay, World
Black
War
Ops 3
2
was not
was
okay. Black Ops 3 is not good.
World War 2 was okay, but then you have Black Ops 4. Blackout lasted a total of what felt like a week, and then it was just non-existent. Cold
Me and
War
Benny
was
played
terrible.
Black Ops.
Vanguard was terrible. It's just
I
it's
only-
not looking too good anymore.
Yeah, I only played Black Ops 4 and World War II.
But it's different because if you look at when they were first really making them, aside from the independent games that didn't have online, like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was a pretty good game. World at War was good. NW2,
Warfare 2.
NW3, Black Ops,
All of
original
them were
Black
good.
Ops, Black Ops Zombies, they were all bangers.
The best.
That's the
Black Ops
nostalgia
2.
right there. That's me. in the
Black Ops
feels.
2 was good. Ghosts, I thought, was really good in my
I
opinion.
like Ghost too.
With,
Hot take.
with Extinction and everything, and then after that, they just dropped straight down from
It's like a
2012
1 in
on.
3 hit.
It was
Yeah.
when boots came off the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, and zombies had jetpacks on them flying at you and blowing up. And
Yeah, I don't know
What the
anything
fuck,
about that
man?
Call of Duty.
pretty sure that was Advanced Warfare, if I believe. I can't
My
remember.
brother
Yeah.
played that one. He said he
Advanced?
loved that Call of Duty. Yeah.
Nah.
It's like the next generation of kids growing up started there.
Not me,
Advanced
bro.
Warfare.
Yeah, no,
Not my Call of Duty.
not something I'm gonna live in.
So you got Call of Duty going down the shitter. How do you guys feel about Overwatch 2?
My God.
Not a fan.
Really?
I mean,
Like
the
I
only
said-
reason
Waste
I
of
play
fan
it,
time.
the only reason I play is because we're all on, and there's like 5,
Yeah.
6 of us in the Discord, and
Yeah.
let's play Overwatch because it's
It's a-
actually fun when we're all on a team playing with each
Yes.
other. But then the whole mechanics
we're
of
playing
having
the-
one tank, the whole mechanic of having one tank, I think, ruined the game
Yeah, me too.
because it's
As soon as the
it's-
tank dies,
it's hard.
As
Yeah,
soon as the tank dies,
Tank dies.
the entire
What can
team's
you do? What can you? They're gonna run you down, and like you said, Noah, push mode. Why? Why is that a thing? Why did they make that a thing?
dude, we were literally playing it last night. We were having a blast, and then we got the push mode like two games in a row. We're like, this game sucks, and we don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, those were the only. That's the only mode we lost, and
Yeah,
sucks.
The main problem with the one tank mode is you had all these like tanks designed for being the primary tank and actually defending the team, and then you had
Yeah.
these side tanks that would go in and fuck with the enemy team. Well, what do those characters do? They didn't properly balance those to be their main tanks. I mean, like Roadhog is amazing and all, but he can't shield his team from any of the ults in the entire game.
Mhm.
So it's like your team's just stranded, and then if you don't play a shield tank, you're trolling half the time.
yeah. I feel like Orisa's the only one that might be kind of balanced, or Zarya is a little bit balanced because you
Well,
get to
Orisa's a
provide
shield
some
tank.
shield.
She
Not
doesn't have
really.
the shield anymore, but her spin acts as
Yeah.
a stopping ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they
I don't know.
balanced her a bit to make her shield a little bit stronger versus like the little like 300 or 400 shield she had.
Meanwhile,
previously.
we get Vinny on Doomfist.
Yeah, I agree. Not having two tanks sucks, but I've been playing the game quite a bit lately, and I think 5 players is pretty cool.
All right,
I don't know.
different.
I've adjusted.
2 DPS.
Like Roadhog, you're fronting. He's pretty good. You can't kill the guy when he's drinking his potion, getting all that HP back. He's got damage reduction. He's soaking up everything.
Yeah, but then you see the Diva Bomb come flying in, and then
He
your
does,
entire
dude. He
team.
can.
I know, but you cannot protect any of your teammates from the Diva Bomb. The Diva Bomb's going to wipe the entire team, and you're just going to be sitting there.
They have the game set up pretty
Okay.
well, where you can hide behind a light pole and you won't die to it.
There's no way.
Yes,
No
I
way.
hide behind light
I like how
poles
you
and I don't die to
started that-
Diva
I
Bomb.
like how you started that thing with they set it up pretty well, so you can hide behind a light pole and survive a bomb.
I can just
Yeah.
see Roadhog sitting with his fat gut right behind the road.
Around a light
Well,
pole doesn't take any damage.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I think they need to update their robot mode. I don't know what it's called. Should
Is it
look
not
that
called
up.
push? Am I
It
saying the
probably
wrong
is.
It might be. Either way, I think they should fix it by deleting it because that
thing?
shit's
Yeah,
bad.
just get rid of it.
Yeah,
all you
it's
gotta
called
do,
push
get rid of
mode.
it. Yeah, just get rid of it.
Well, yeah, because whoever gets the first push pretty much wins.
Yeah, there's no stopping them.
Because yeah, if you get it like 50 meters, let's say, by time you're dead, you're respawned, and they have it pushed to the beginning where it started. You're there already, so they get like 2 meters maybe, and you kill them, and you just push it right back
Yeah.
to 50 meters,
Yeah.
and
'Cause
rinse
it
and
moves too
repeat.
fast. It moves too
As long
fast.
as you don't lose 2 fights in a row.
It should be a
Yeah.
tug of war thing where it moves the same amount, like same speed, whether or not it's going back versus to the point. So it's just pushing a point back and forth, and it should just be over the center line.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, instead of like having it a point at the end where it has to reach to.
We're having as opposed to having pushed 2 blocks, just have 1 block and have it push each way,
I see.
like the normal advanced mode. versus having it sprint back because it's hard to catch up with. So your entire team gets
Yeah.
split up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying instead of it going back to the point, it would just push the other one when you're there.
Correct. Yeah. So it's just instead of having like the two walls it has to push, so you push one wall, then it has to run back and push this wall. Just have the one wall when it gets pushed. When the other team starts pushing it back, just have the robot go to the other fucking side and have it push back towards the middle of whoever's side it lands.
Dude, or it could be like something that can fly. Like it just jumps into the air and then rockets over or something. I don't know.
I feel
By the
like
way,
the reason
they
that
gotta-
they had it
That
sprint
robot
back
be
is
too slow.
so it's not, you don't split the team up to defend one and then you have to push yours.
Well, it splits the team up now because it moves too fast.
Yeah. I don't
Like
like
you literally
that.
can't catch up with it with your tank.
I don't like the fact that you get closer to the enemy spawn the closer you get to finishing it. That
I
just
mean,
it kinda
Also,
sucks.
someone has to be on the robot at all times. Like the robot doesn't just run back to the thing. Like if you stop following him, he'll stop.
Mhm.
Which is stupid. Half your
It's
team will
actually
split
dumb.
off. Yeah.
It should be like you cap it and then he runs back to the other one. And
Yeah.
then you don't have to follow him at all. He just runs back.
Yeah.
Because then that allows you to set up at the next spot instead of having to follow him in his path. It just sucks.
Yeah.
It's
I
all
don't
the
know,
good things of having an escort mission in a game.
The other thing is how they're working the battle pass. That's just
Oh my
infuriating.
god! Don't even get me started on the battle pass.
Where you have to buy the battle pass. You basically have to buy the battle pass in order to get the new champion, unless you play a lot of fucking hours to finish the battle pass.
Yeah, the
on
moment I
first
saw
person.
that,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm never playing Ramacha ever.
Exactly. Like I'm not.
Well, I assume you're able to buy them at the end of the battle pass.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
doing that.
Do that,
Overwatch
alright.
coins.
How much is it to buy champions in that game?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
I need to look that up.
If I had to guess,
Be able
it's
to
probably
find
gonna
out
be $20.
next
20
season.
bucks.
Yeah, next
20 bucks,
season.
I
Let's
bet.
find out. Next season. Oh, Ramatra's unable to buy. Yeah, you can't buy him anymore.
Oh,
What?
You have to wait.
What?
How much is the battle
There's no way
pass?
to do that though. I'm gonna guess like $10.
I thought it was 20.
Jesus Christ.
I'll bet the character costs 20.
Yeah, because everything
so
costs
dumb.
1,900 Overwatch coins, which is 21.99 or something.
Oh my god.
That's how much the champions cost.
Their skins,
battle
their
pass.
legendary
Oh.
skins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual champions themselves. I was like, it's $20 for a champion.
I
Fuck
bet it
off.
will be. Quote me right now. I bet it'll be $20.
Dude, I can't find anything on how much it costs to get that. Maybe I just had a shit Google search, but anyway,
Bring back loot boxes, please.
you can get all champions for $40. It looks like.
Yeah, I see that.
That's still that amount right there.
Yeah, I paid $30 for the first game. Like, come on now.
I remember when we first got into Overwatch 2, they didn't even give us all the champions to begin with.
Nope.
It was a giant bug. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
you
My
can't
account
play,
never got
you can't play half
transported.
the supports. What? I literally paid $30 for the first
Yeah.
one, which had all the characters
Derek?
for free.
Derek had issues with all of his stuff missing too.
Like his
He had
skins.
no skins, no progress or anything. It just
What the hell?
got his he got his name. That was it.
Dude, I don't understand why they do this. They did this with Call of Duty as well for Black Ops 4, where it was you had to like play the battle pass or buy the battle pass in order to unlock like the new guns at the end of the battle pass, and they were overpowered as shit. Like it was so like not balanced.
Yeah.
Pay to win,
But
bro.
you see,
That's
like-
so dumb.
But you see the best battle, like, okay, I don't know if this is the best battle pass, but like Fortnite kind of created the system of like all cosmetic, keeps the game balanced. People buy into it. Like, it's not bad because you can, like, if you play the game enough, like, you can get the next battle pass. And I think you can do that with Overwatch as well, but
Oh, by the way, I looked it up and it looks like there's potential that you might get it for free by doing challenges at the end of if you never got it at the end of the battle pass the next month. So you won't be able to play the hero until next month. You have to do challenges to do it. That's like what the developers suggested, but knowing Activision
I was
Blizzard,
gonna
it'll
say, I
probably
was like-
change the money cost. Like, there's no way it doesn't.
wait, you mean they can get it for free? shoot that shit down
I
right
don't
now.
know about that.
Yeah, the first update should change the amount of games you need to win to get into ranked, since my account didn't want to transfer over.
Well, your account still isn't carried over, so you can't play ranked. So you just
I got no progress, so I just dealt with it. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm winning 50 games with a bunch of dog shit randoms. So not playing Overwatch 2 for now.
Sounds like a skill gap.
God, I'm like,
Yeah,
nope,
man.
not worth my time.
Take that L.
Still
Take that L.
is
Take that L.
It's super tedious.
Oh,
Oh man. Yeah. Anybody else got anything to talk about? I mean, I kind of hit on everything. I saw Connor. I know maybe Noah too. There's a Kingdom 2 Crowns. It's like a expansion coming out where it's a Lost Island where you face a new challenge island every day. They released a teaser trailer on it, but it's coming out pretty soon. But just to hit on if you guys don't know, Kingdom 2 Crowns is a very fun indie game. It's a side scroller, but yeah, so it's kind of exciting to see a new DLC come out. It's not quite like a paid DLC, but it's just more of an expansion for the game.
For
Give
DLC.
people a reason to come back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always get excited when those updates come out. I feel like it's really important for indie games to have those updates because you stop playing a lot of them every once in a while, but then you see like, oh, hey, new update's out, gotta play it now. I think
Yeah,
that's a
I
big
mean, even
factor.
though I don't play Don't Starve as much as you do, well, Don't Starve together, but I see them constantly releasing out content updates and everything. Like, they're very well at maintaining their own game for it.
it's a Don't
Yeah.
Starve fiend.
I
He's got,
give
like,
them props. They're
2,000
very good at
hours on
updating
Don't
it. They
Starve.
keep everybody
Does he
interested
really?
in it.
What do you say?
How many hours do you have on Don't Starve?
980.
Oh my god.
It's too bad you guys never got into that game. I get that it's not for everyone, but it is a very fun game because there's so much to learn. Like it's a hard game to play, and I like that you can like get better just by learning the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, how many times do I have to tell you this? I don't want to spend 100 hours learning how to play a goddamn game.
Dude, you need a big ass neon sign telling you exactly what to do.
Yes,
Otherwise,
I
you are
do.
outie.
Yes.
Yes.
But I mean,
Man was
I
playing
was at
Don't
the game.
Starve, and he was literally in the fridge for half of the time.
I'm just sitting there, like, chatting with the guys, eating food that they went out and gathered. I'm just like, all right, sit here and do nothing, guys. Just enjoy the conversation.
Is that the game you have the most hours on, Connor, for PC?
It might be.
Because I was gonna say
think-
my GTA 5 is at the top of my list with 2,400 hours.
Holy.
My
Dude, I need to check
God.
mine.
I mean,
How
my
much?
League of Legends
I need to
is
check
not
mine.
updated, but it says I have 640 hours.
Yeah,
Just
How
this
much
season?
time I've spent on Counter-Strike.
Since season 11.
I know you got a lot on Counter Strike.
Well, part of it's
There's a
because
website you can look it up.
I kept
Yeah, I'm
I
on
kept the game
Wasted
open.
on LOL.
Okay,
I kept the game open on Counter Strike for like multiple days one time.
It says the equivalent of 106 books read, 366 movies watched.
Wait, what is that? Wait, what is that at? What is that at?
That was
What's it
for
called?
your, that's your League of
it's-
Legends.
WOL.GG. Wasted on League.
WOL.
I'm
I
scared to look at mine.
I got 2,000 hours on Counter Strike.
Oh no, I'm scared to look.
It's not total all time, which kind of sucks.
Since season 11, I've had 853 hours on League of Legends.
Shows how much these guys are gamers.
Oh yeah, let
All
me see
League of
League of
Legends.
Legends.
Whatever,
stuff.
dude. Whatever. I think PUBG's my next one.
Smite's my next one with 800.
I got
I think
312 on
Skyrim.
Smite.
I think Skyrim is my most because I have 400 hours on Steam, but I played a majority of it on Xbox. when I was
Yeah, me
younger.
too.
I probably
Probably
have.
Minecraft, but I don't know.
I
Yeah, was
probably
gonna
have
say
over
Minecraft's
1,000
probably my
hours.
next one.
Dude, I have so
Really?
many hours now.
You sure it's not
Minecraft.
Fortnite, Tusha?
I can't.
Dude, we got 300
Recently,
hours
yes.
on
Recently,
PUBG.
I've been-
I have 416 on PUBG.
I have
Yeah, I got
317.
315. Yeah, I'm the same as Noah. 315.6 on PUBG.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Curtis made me rage quit that game one too many times. Come get me. I'm too far away.
Huh?
Fucking leaves me.
No. That's not what happened. Noah would get tired, and then next thing you know, yeah, I'm done playing. Noah, why
Yeah,
are you
he
shooting
did do
us?
that.
I'm done with the game. I'm getting off.
We're not done.
Get
We're
off.
not done.
Oh my God.
Bro, you want to win this
Oh.
one.
No, if I'm leaving, you guys are leaving
You
too.
literally just see him whip out his revolver and shoot somebody.
Every game, dude. It doesn't
That's
matter. It's
the-
like, Noah,
that's
leave
the-
then.
That's
No.
the one. That's the one too many. One
Dude.
more game effect.
And then he hits you with the good night, and then he leaves right away. He don't really respond at all.
No, I don't got time for, I don't got time
He
for
ain't
the
got
rage.
time. He ain't got time to listen to us bitch at him.
No, you can't
He
do
said,
this.
"Nah." He literally said, "Take that L and laugh."
Dude, nothing's worse than, or no, I should say worse. It was funny, like when our friend Brandon, he would just shoot us all the time by accident. Like it wasn't even on purpose. He would just walk around a corner and be like, just sit there with a shotgun and blast you in the face, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there."
There's
I thought
nothing
it
I
was an
can
enemy.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it was an enemy.
after we make the call out to, "Hey, I'm coming in the door right now." Open the door. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then there's an enemy that follows in and kills everybody. There's
Yeah,
nothing
'cause-
I could have done, guys. There's nothing I could have done.
Maybe not empty your clip into me.
So my favorite story from that game is, I should say my second favorite story is when Curtis, me and Vinny are
Oh
getting
my goodness.
completely drilled,
Don't let it go. Yeah.
just getting pinned down by like this entire enemy team, and Curtis has like a perfect angle on them. We're like, "Curtis, shoot at them." He's like, "No, I'm too far away. I'm gonna keep looting," and he literally just walks away.
Dude,
That's- that's like- he
That's
has
the old me.
8X on him,
That's the
too.
old me,
He
man.
had an 8X.
That's the old me. Okay,
That's
that
my
doesn't
old
happen.
You still do that?
Oh, no.
No. Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Dude, remember when we were looking at like your play style, like they added that thing to like PUBG, and Curtis is a 100% loot goblin. Like he's like in the
Yes.
top like X% on like
I've
been
what
counting
items
too much.
picked up.
When we land, I grab a gun and I come and help my friends. Curtis is like, "Oh, hold on, let me loot upstairs real quick."
Dude, I got a level 2 vest. I just need to see if I can find a level 3.
Curtis,
Huh?
do you remember when I made you stop playing Borderlands 2 with me because I was such a massive loot goblin?
Yeah,
you are the
Playing with
worst.
you
every
guys.
single chest. I
You guys are.
I go up
Hey,
to
you
it.
guys.
Hold on.
Say
Hear
it.
this out. So, I may be the only person worse than Curtis in loot goblin gameplay, and literally, how you can get different tiers of loot in Borderlands. If you guys ever played it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you can get legendary guns, epic guns, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I saw that orange legendary color come out of a
Oh
box,
my.
I was there. I don't think Curtis got like a single legendary when we played together. I would wait like in the
Game-
corner, I'd see him open it, and then I'd like dive in and get the legendary.
Dude, I
Yeah,
was
it's just
like-
so fast.
I couldn't even see it come out of the box. By the time it hit the ground, Connor's over there. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh my goodness,
Heck.
dude!
And it
didn't
got
that
to- I
happen
literally- I got to the
Valheim the other
point-
day?
Hold on.
You
I
guys are-
got to the point where I quit the game. I'm like, Connor, I'm uninstalling this fucking game. I'm
That's
not
what I
playing
would
with
done
you
too. I don't
anymore.
blame you at all.
I was like, dude, this is I have all your fucking hand-me-downs, and I'm not doing anything.
Dude, that's why I don't play those games with you guys. I can't.
I don't
If
remember
it's
what
like a
game it was that
team-based
we were
game,
playing.
I'm fine. But when it's
Nah,
like,
No.
Dude, that's why
play
I don't play
Grounded.
games with Tusha. Me and Tusha are, you want that? Because I know you like that. You can have it, bro. Or we'll switch shit, dude. We sit there talking about it.
Except that one time where I saw your Phoenix kid.
Oh, yeah, the guy stole my penis kid.
He has his clip and everything. You can see me running.
I just looked at him, too. Oh. That is my favorite clip from Apex.
Oh, you want it, Vinny? Here you go.
I'm sitting
What do
there,
you
I'm in my
mean?
inventory dropping my stuff for it. This guy just walks up, grabs
Fine.
it, and runs away.
That's Connor for you.
oh,
Dude,
Connor's-
no
Connor
words were
is,
said
uh,
at all.
Dude, Connor is like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine.
oh yeah,
Why? Why?
dude.
Oh my
Like
God.
the levels.
Dude, Connor's the type of player that has shit in his inventory that he doesn't even use. It's just high tier, and he
And
doesn't let you have it.
and it's useful to other people on the team, but
Yes.
he just doesn't say anything.
Dude, in Borderlands, I had
I might need
like the
this.
most current tier legendaries, and then like 2 tiers below that, and then Curtis had like the beginner
You're
game
such a
legendary that
terrible
I had. So
Dude,
he
yeah, I
he
would've
was so
laughed.
useless.
Yeah,
I
ruin the
would've laughed.
fun.
You can't even kill any of the fucking NPCs.
No, I literally couldn't. I was having trouble
They're
with
higher. Their gear's
the small
higher ranked than
enemies.
Oh my god.
his.
It was ridiculous.
Bro, I need that electricity grenade, dude. You can't have it.
Everyone's
Unreal.
shaking their head.
Messed up.
No, with with grounded and stuff, I know that I'm just gonna loot goblins. So most of the time, I just stay and like build the bases. So I just siphon all your resources that you gather and turn it into a cool base.
Yeah, and they have it set up so nicely. We put anything in the chest, you don't even have to go in the chest. You just go right in the workbench.
Oh, hey, I can make that. Yoink.
Wait, were you planning on using that for something else? Not anymore, you're not.
Not anymore. I made this sweet chest plate.
I made this really cool ramp.
Dude,
And, like-
or you
and, like,
make
Valheim
some
and
kind of tool. Oh, you're gonna share that? Nah, nah.
Okay, well, in grounded, those tools are
Let me
expensive.
know if
okay?
you find something that needs tier 2 axe. I'll come get it. What the fuck?
How about just
Why not
give
give
me
me
an
the-
axe?
He literally said that. I'm like, bro, what?
Dude, I'm out there. Just give me an axe.
Yeah, dude. It's coming to the chest anyways.
No, I can't do it.
No, it needs to be in his inventory and only his.
What the fuck?
Might need it. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I joined the
might
Discord the other day
need
and I looked at the Valheim gameplay. Everyone's trying to kill the boss and Connor's not helping. He's just sitting there.
Yeah,
That's
that was
so true.
awful, by the
That
way.
is so true.
He's just trying to pick
Me-
up. He's trying to pick up the loot.
I killed half the boss's health. No, it's okay. To be fair, you guys died right away when you got there.
Yeah.
So I was doing damage. Noah finally gets there, starts doing damage. Connor's sitting there like this. Okay, guys, tell me when you got him low. I'll go and hit his ankles. I'll hit his ankles. I'll finish him off. Don't worry.
I'm going for kill.
Whole
Then he's
going
like,
for the
"Oh, I
kill.
wasn't prepared. I didn't have a bow."
Yeah, see, that's the
Why?
result. That's the result of
Why
me not
did you
being a
have a
loot
bow?
goblin. If I didn't even waste any resource, I'm like, okay, I have an axe, I have leftover armor from you guys, I'll go. And then it failed miserably. Then
This
I went
dude got me
back,
fucked
used
up.
all our bronze, and now I'm kitted out. Even though I
But
wasted
you
a ton
still
of
didn't do
resources.
anything. You just stood there.
Well, that was that one. But I cleared
Oh,
the
that
whole
was that
swamp
one. That was the
dungeon.
first one. Oh my god.
It'll work out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
that sounds
okay.
right.
Worked out.
Yeah, watch me bust my ass off mining 100 copper, get back. Where'd all my copper go? Hey, you said I needed to prepare, so I turned it all into bronze armor.
Hey man, I would have done the same shit.
Dude, that's funny as fuck.
I want my
I
armor.
know.
Man.
You see, if you get mad at me for loot goblin or not loot goblin type, and I'm failing at a boss, then I'm gonna go use all our resources so I get.
Oh, and to top it off, before
It wasn't
we
even
even
the
did
armor
that,
that you needed. It was the bow that you needed. Fuck
No,
the
I
armor.
had
Who
shit
cares?
armor too. I had
before
shit
we
armor.
did that, funniest thing, I'm reorganizing my chest while building my house, and then I'm saving up enough skeleton skulls and bones to make the skeleton shield. And I'm going to my crafting thing, and I see Connor keep going, get it out of my house. And I look, all my bones are gone, the skulls are gone. I'm like, you better be making that shield for me, Connor. And then there's just no response. He comes over, throws it out of his inventory, and walks away.
Oh my
You already know he wasn't going to give you that either.
Oh my god.
You didn't ask for it.
That's so messed up. Dude, that's so
Oh my-
messed up.
Like, what are you doing in my house, Connor? Oh,
Well-
that's what you're doing. That better be for me.
One of the
I
skulls
was
is
waiting to
mine.
make
Okay.
that.
One of them equals the whole shield.
Yeah.
No, terrible.
What do you guys say we wrap this up? We're almost at 50 minutes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
down
down
to
with
play
that.
some games tonight.
What's up?
I'm down to play some games tonight.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Well,
man.
I have to play some Fortnite
Um,
tonight.
No, you're not.
What? I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding,
Well,
but
thanks for tuning in, you guys. This
Yeah.
has been fun. This is the Take That L podcast from the AFK company. What do you say, boys? We give them a good 1, 2, 3 peace out.
All right, let's do it.
Down with that?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.